Dustin's clicks keep the show tight. Politics.
Well, hello everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Welcome to Borderline Banter. My name is Mike, and as always, Dustin's here. Dustin, how's it going?
It's going great. You could tell because the music just suddenly started playing.
Did it?
No,
oh, we didn't hear that on our end. I didn't hear it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Perfect. It's good. It is the start of a new week.
For sure.
So,
you know,
looking forward to
what?
Getting through it.
Is anything exciting happening? No, just through the week.
No, just have to start a new week. You know, it means logging into work every day and all that.
Yeah. Sweet.
Thanks for everyone tuning in.
Yeah.
How's your day?
It's been all right. Just worked.
What are you holding there?
It's a pen.
Holding something
It's
aloft.
It's a pen, you know, because I still do things in pen and paper. Because, you know, I'm not gonna really show you, but see, look it there. That's all you got to see. This helps me in my show, so you might not know what it does, but it's
right.
It's my language.
So we're gonna be talking about a lot of things tonight.
So you're not writing though.
At the DNC.
I'm writing at least, so.
Not good.
Okay.
This lets people know.
Yeah,
that
we'll be talking about the
moment
DNC tonight. The craziness that we all kind of knew that was gonna happen, and all the way to cats and science. So stay tuned if you want to hear about it, or check out later. But yeah, let's get started here.
Right.
Oh yeah, I got the new glasses. Hey.
Oh yeah. Are you wearing them right now?
I am. Right here they are.
New glasses. Noted.
They all good. I can see. So when I screw up the words tonight, that's on me. Oh, 100%, man. I can see like 20/20 now. It's actually pretty cool.
Right. Well, then we'll put that to the test. And now, yeah, you're right. When you mess up words, it's just because you don't know the word. Just because
I just don't know the word. Which
Not
is still a thing.
To figure out what the word could be based on the letters you did see. Which is challenging because I've done that too. I've taken some eye tests where I just like,
No, I'm not. Like I'm not the best reader. Clearly, if
you know when you're doing an eye test and you say the same letter 3 times in a row.
Yeah, you're like,
right.
I know. Yeah,
that's
you know,
another O.
You know,
That's
you know.
also an O. It's either an E or an O. I'm gonna go with O. Sir, those are not O's.
So funny thing about eye doctors.
K-R.
Apparently, a lot of kids go in and lie because they want to wear glasses for some reason, right? And I'm talking like 10 years and younger. So they'll lie. But the eye doctors have a trick, and I forgot what it was, but it was to mess with them to see if they were lying or not. And the kids would have a bad lens that they know would mess their eye up, and they'd be like, "Yep, that's good," even though it wouldn't be. And
I'm looking it up. How do eye doctors know when kids are lying? Oh wait, this is probably not gonna be helpful. This is a subreddit.
Yeah. But yeah, let's not talk about eye doctors, maybe. Let's go on to the DNC.
You're just saying when they start asking like lens 1 versus lens 2, they'll start to like catch that you're being dumb. Because they'll give you something that's obviously worse, and then you'll say like better.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, there's no way that's better type shit.
Yeah, okay, maybe.
So I guess that's probably how they get you. Because they go through a lot of those. A or B, B or C, C or D.
Or the same. The same.
And then they start tilting both of them. Okay, now A or B. Like, what did you just do? I don't know. It's wizardry, but it's cool wizardry. I used to have glasses a long time. May have them again soon. I don't know. I don't know how that shit works. Are you ready for the first story, though?
I'm ready for the first story.
Okay. Wow, this looks a little crazy, but it's breaking news. Maybe that's why. AP News has our first story. Protesters break through security fence near site of Democratic National Convention.
We didn't talk about it Friday, but apparently they're saying 100,000 people, protesters, will be showing up to the DNC. Even though it was supposed to be virtual. But it was not virtual. It was partially virtual.
A virtual protest isn't really a protest.
No, but there was I thought the whole DNC was virtual, but I guess it's just partially virtual, whatever that means.
So they'll have some crowd, a limited crowd.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah,
I assume these are the guest stars. So we got Hillary, Jill, Joe, Kamala,
so I think it's Joe speaking right now.
Tim
I'm pretty sure
Alexandria.
Joe's speaking right now. Bill Clinton and them are speaking Wednesday. I think Barack Obama's speaking on Tuesday, tomorrow. and then Harris does her speech on Thursday.
She'll go on, the headliner Thursday.
How do I know that? I just do.
Yeah, it makes sense. And I'm okay with all these people here, except I don't see why Hillary's here. This is not
it's
useful.
Bill Clinton is going to be with her, so.
I would rather they put Bill's face here. Though,
Yeah, Bill. Yeah.
At least he held office and was part of the party,
Yeah.
so I would understand it. She
But
was not. And
she only
kinda
lost to
bricked
Trump,
DNC.
so let's
Like,
have
her
some.
association with the DNC is a negative association.
Let's have someone who already lost to
Get her
Trump.
out.
You know.
Yeah, she also lost to Trump.
Somebody
she's
posted-
the only person.
Yeah.
She's the only person who's ever lost to
Somebody
Trump.
posted someone posted the results today, and it showed Kamala 49, Trump 45 to win, right? And he was like, "Bam, take that, Republicans!" And then someone took a shot from 2016 where it showed Hillary at 49% and Donald Trump at 35. He was like, "Bam, look at that, man!" Because polls mean nothing. They don't mean nothing, but they mean nothing.
Well,
So
I mean, it depends on what the source of the poll is. And some polls are fairly reliable, at least as a baseline.
Well,
But there's always that margin of error.
I can
It's
hop-
kind of funny. There was a news today.
Yeah.
Fox put on air the latest poll,
oh yeah,
and it was a story because it shows Kamala winning by 6
yeah.
points.
Yeah,
It was like 52 Kamala, 46 Trump.
yeah.
So it's like a 6-point margin.
Yeah, hey, it's getting.
That's beyond the margin of error type of.
But again,
number
then
they put
another
on the
poll
screen.
came out today from 595, I believe it's called, showing them.
Oh, you're
pretty
going
much-
to see a lot of them come out in response to just the fact that Fox put that out.
Yeah, but
There'll be a bunch
that
to
one showed
respond
a
to
pretty
that
died
one.
and all that. But
Yeah.
so again, polls don't.
That's
mean
how it
too
works.
much,
You
yeah.
know, you have to have a poll to point at so that when they point their poll, you can point in your
Yeah.
poll, and so their poll doesn't matter because
The
you have
only
your
thing
poll.
matters on voting day. You know, that's the only thing that matters when people go and vote or whatever they do. But that's the only thing that really matters. You know, like
Well,
I can,
that's where
I
it's
can.
really
but the thing
decided,
is, I can, but I can hop on a VPN.
You can look at
I can
the
hop on a
accuracy.
but I can hop on a VPN and set up farm bot. Like I can bot it too. But just me, I can hop on a VPN, go to Fox, go to a survey. Who do you want to win? I'll hit Trump. Change my location, the VPN. Trump. Change my location. Because I could pick like over 300 locations. And that's 300 people in this poll. And maybe they're only going to take 1,000 votes. So now I influence, like, not just saying just me, like just one person. But a lot of people could be doing that. So polls can be very misleading. But okay. So
Right,
it's-
which is where you can actually look at historically polls, like places that do them over and over and over again. Like they did a poll in 2020 and 2016 and 2012, and look at the ones who have historically actually been accurate, and give those a little more credence than the ones like you're describing, like a Facebook poll that's complete bullshit, or one that's just manufactured in response to ones that are more credible.
And know what? All those times you get a
The
private
source
number,
matters.
and all those numbers that give time you get a private number calling you, it might be one of those surveys. You know?
Oh, some
Like,
of them are, and they directly say it.
yeah. I don't answer those calls anyway.
That's why I say people should look at the source. Don't say that all surveys or that all polls are useless. They're not useless.
Not useless, but
a
they're
good
not.
tool.
Yeah, but
They're
again,
a good
it's-
tool for navigating how you want to do your campaign, especially when it's a multi-state campaign.
And I think that's what kind of screwed over Trump last time, is because a lot of people thought they had it in the bag, and then they didn't go
Trump
and vote.
listened to those bullshit polls
Yeah,
that came
so-
out in response to the real credible source ones. That's why I keep saying there's credible sources who have been actually historically pretty accurate. Now, like you said, the actual vote is where it really matters. So that's where nobody's been 100% on that, because you can't predict that. You can look at patterns.
So what happened to the DNC?
Well, it's day one of the DNC, and there are 77 days until election day. But there's no time. There's no time. There's always so much time. Look at this. There was always so much time. Anyways, today we're covering DNC Kickoff. The Democratic National Convention is underway in Chicago.
So I think
and
we
set
can
to
just
stream
skip
on a
this
number
part.
of platforms.
This is just...
Well, I mean, they're streaming on YouTube and TikTok, so if anybody's, we're also fellow YouTubers.
Yeah.
We can give them a shout out. YouTube.com.
I don't think they need a
Democratic
shout
something,
out.
I don't
So
Trump struggle. Yeah, I don't think we need that. So protesters apparently are what's going on there. Protesters broke through a fence set up by police near the site of the Democratic National Convention on its opening day Monday, as thousands took to the streets to voice their opposition to the war in Gaza. Well, I mean that's not quite. That's not. I mean, sure. That's kind of a dumbed down way of saying it.
yeah, but
Look, you can have your war. Stop using our tax dollars and our weapons.
Yeah, well,
Because we literally have the Leahy clause for this reason,
Well,
and you're just violating it and ignoring
I don't
it.
think that what these people are. They're against the genocide, which is pretty crazy because they're using your weapons, right? But
Yeah, our tax dollars are being used for the weapons being used for genocide, which is a direct violation of the Leahy clause.
so
It was built for that.
yeah.
We shouldn't be using our weapons and tax money to do that.
So as a large group marched, a few dozen who broke away tore down pieces of security fence. Some protesters dressed in black with their faces covered dragged pieces of the fence back to a park near the United Center, where the convention is being held. Several protesters who had managed to get through the fence were detained and handcuffed by the police. So they didn't get that far. I saw a video. They were just jumping over very slowly. It wasn't that intense.
I didn't see a video.
But it wasn't that big. But yeah, I saw a video of a lot of protesters. When I say a lot, there was a lot of people there, like thousands and thousands of people. But
yeah. So authorities said the inner security perimeter surrounding convention site was not breached. So this was a outer security fence. And there was no threat to those attending the convention. Members of the crowd chanted, "End the occupation now," and then the whole world is watching, just as anti-Vietnam War protesters did during the infamous 1968 convention in Chicago.
Where Reagan won?
Police beat the shit out of people.
So, no Reagan
sorry,
won.
where police clashed with protesters. I'm sorry, we say clashed.
Clashed, you know?
Yeah, took their badges off and started billy clubbing people. That's clashed. Okay. Officers put on gas masks as some protesters tried to bring down a second fence set up in front of police.
Welcome to day one of the DNC, everybody. It's only gonna get better from here. So,
I mean, sure.
Yeah, I don't think the protest.
Otherwise, would we have even talked about the DNC?
No, I don't. But yeah, I think that's the only thing that's important with the DNC,
right?
Is that these protesters are making a big stink. You know, because a lot of these people are probably the ones that voted non-committed during the whatchamacallit primary.
Very, very possibly. I mean, having Joe Biden step down was one thing, but the other thing is the Democratic Party as a whole seems to be pro-Israel. So when both parties are that way, all you could do is protest and try to, politically voice.
And the shitty part is that the Dems are in power right now, so they're the ones gonna be getting the blame. So.
Yes, but it's genocide Joe, and the fact of the matter is Joe's not a normal Democrat. He is a hyper Zionist Democrat. Like he's more Zionist than the baseline Democrat is, and Zionist is those pro-Israel people. They believe in a state that has a class of people, a religious class of people who are above the other people in that society. That's what Israel is founded on, the notion of Jews being superior in that society. And it's literally legislated that way. I oppose that. That's pretty fucked up to have a religious ethno-government. That'd be like if America had like a Christian government. It'd be pretty fucked up. We don't even want to have prayer and Bibles and shit in school. Like
the march happened just as President Joe Biden, who had been the target of intense criticism from the pro-Palestinian groups, including the marchers, was doing a walkthrough of the largely empty United Center. Okay. Biden was scheduled to address the party in the evening. Biden, you can't hide. We charge you with... Biden, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide.
Biden, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide. I think you have to say Biden twice for it to work.
It's not okay, but...
Because if you don't, there's not enough syllables.
The marchers chant...
Look, I've chanted a few times.
The beating of the drums. They also referred to him as Genocide Joe and lodged similar chants of Vice President Kamala Harris.
Look, as of yet, Kamala hasn't made a distinction.
Is it Kamala or Kamala?
I think it's...
Because I saw CNN reporter...
Say those two again?
Kamala or Kamala?
Well, it's definitely not the second one.
Because the reporter got in trouble for saying it. It was like, you're saying it wrong. She was like, but I'm saying Kamala. And they're like, no, it's Kamala. I don't get it. There's something weird about that. So, Kamala.
Yeah, I think anybody losing their mind over somebody who's actually getting that close is
Kamala.
Doing it on purpose to be over the top, because there's other people who are really fucking it up on purpose.
Like, I don't know. I screw up names all the time. Like, and I don't mean to.
Just Kamala.
So, Kamala.
Yeah, the A's are all pronounced the same.
Kamala.
Kamala. All the A's are
Kamalaism. Kamalaism.
Don't try to get some fancy pronunciation of any of those A's. All three are A's. And
that's
they
it.
all
It's
sound the same.
Kamalaism.
Kamala.
Kamalaism.
And if I'm wrong, then fucking correct me, chat. Ha, they didn't, so I'm right.
Because no one's watching.
Chat, say nothing if I can have a
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, chat. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go collect. All right, so protesters said their plans have not changed since Biden left the race, and the party quickly rallied behind Harris, who will formally accept the Democratic nomination this week. Activists said they are ready to amplify their progressive message for the nation's top Democratic leaders. We have to play our part in the belly of the beast to stop the genocide, to end U.S. aid to Israel, and stand with Palestine, said a spokesperson for the coalition to march on the DNC, which includes...
You know what would be crazy Thursday? Is that right before they do the announcement, I was like, and our nominee for the DNC is... They're like this, and Kamala stands up. No, Kamala stands up, she gets all ready, they're like, Michelle Obama! And the cameras shine, her and Obama got a big smile on their face.
That would be kind of funny, just...
Some complete backstab.
That'd be something that would happen in a movie for sure.
Then I think I told you, but I didn't tell the people in chat, is I try to do this. I try to go and get the domain for Trump Force 48. Because right now his emails, I mean not his email, but his website's Trump Force 47. Because he's running to be 47th president. I don't know, I had a theory that maybe if Joe actually steps down, Kamala will be the 47th president. Therefore, Donald Trump won't have that website, so he won it.
You have, what was it, 77 days?
But I just thought, the domain's bought.
Step down.
The domain's bought more than that, because until after, he can step down after still. But regardless, it'd just be kind of funny, because it would be awesome that I bought that, and it happened, because then I'll be like, hey, I want 100K. And Trump's campaign would have to buy it for 100K. American, that is.
We don't we don't advise our audience gamble on.
It would have cost $1. It would have cost $1.
That's gambling.
Yeah, it is gambling, but
look at all those ones where it was like, who's gonna win the presidency? Where you were saying there was like 5 cents for Michelle Obama and shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was only 5 cents, but if you put 5 cents on Michelle, that 5 cents is gone. Unless you're Mike, that 5 cents is gone.
And then
Mike still thinks there's a chance Michelle's not out.
And honestly, to be fair, I think like 5 months ago or 6 months ago, Kamala Harris had like a 10% chance, 10-cent chance of winning. You know, like. But yeah, look at you. I'm gonna quickly go here. Check that.
Of course, this is why we don't promote the gamba, because we would be wrong.
Yeah, I never promote gambling, but I'll talk about it. So there's it predicted, right?
The most recent.
So yeah, come on. And now again, this is just a prediction, right? So that means a lot of people came and was like, "No, what? I'm gonna put my money on Kamala Harris." So maybe everybody knew Joe was gonna step down, so they all sold and put their money on Kamala, right? Like that's a possibility.
Well,
which would make the price jump up.
Did they let people sell Joe after they bought in for Joe?
You could have bought and sold up until he made the announcement.
You probably would have had to take a loss though.
And yeah, maybe not though.
Because otherwise there was no risk in saying Joe. Like that's bullshit. You gotta take a risk.
And okay, but anyway, or a whole bunch of new people decided to pay buy jump in, right? Anyway, that's how the prediction works.
But look, Santos and Haley are still there. What's
Nikki Haley popped out of nowhere. But that's
because
if the next assassination attempt doesn't, I mean, never mind.
Oh, you said it. I didn't.
Yeah.
I said he was gonna maybe step down like Joe did. But you went there.
You know what? $1,000.
You're gonna log in. We're good.
Damn.
You don't need to log in to predictions. But yeah, no,
I don't condone.
Yeah, the numbers are still changing literally every day. But that's kind of funny. I mean, Kamala's got a huge lead on their bet pool now too.
Yeah.
So the heavy police presence at the march included Chicago Police Superintendent Larry Snelling, who walked in a group of officers ahead of the protesters. Mayor Brandon, hey, let's go, Brandon. Mayor Brandon Johnson said, "Let's go, Brandon Johnson." If I was this guy, I would have started those kind of chants.
But he's probably a
Because-
Democrat, so.
Well, that
Yes.
makes even more reason to do it. This dude said authorities were well prepared. The city of Chicago is really good at things like this.
No, they're not.
Ready.
You guys have the massive
we
shootings
referenced that
ever.
historic. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we just referenced the historical protest being met with police violence. So, huh? The only thing worse I could think of is the LA ones.
They've had so much crime
Or no,
over
the
the last few
campus
years.
ones, Kent State.
The amount of murders and shootings that are there, where most mass shootings happen, is Chicago, because
Chicago doesn't have a good name. It's
Yeah.
known for bad reasons. For
I heard it's pretty windy too.
And pizza. Windy and has pizza
Yeah.
and has mob people, or used to.
All
I don't know
right.
if the mob's still there. Organizers had hoped at least 20,000 people would take part in Monday's rally. So if 100,000 is really going to show up, that's 5 times what the organizers were hoping for.
Yeah. Over the next
But it
5
appeared only a
days,
few
right?
thousand were present when the march began, though city officials declined to give a crowd estimate. So they're saying a few thousand. They're saying
Yeah.
not 20,000.
Well, I saw a picture of a
And-
few thousand. That's from my.
So maybe not 100,000 yet, but there's 3 more days,
Yeah.
We're proud of the turnout, especially considering the degree of the degree of the repression from the city.
Maybe they put in rules like you can't come down here for no reason. There's an injunction in the city.
Yeah.
Because they tried that here in my city. They tried to say you're not allowed to go to the park. They're like, it's an injunction. You don't have the right to protest.
What is the purpose of a park if not for
So-
massive gatherings for purposes such as protest?
So that just.
like that's literally what parks are kind of
I
for.
actually got attacked by a cop that day too because I went and I actually got attacked by
You
a
broke
police
the law,
officer.
probably.
And whatever, it is what it is. I stood my ground though. But yeah.
That's
It is.
you're
Like,
Canadians are doing it wrong. That's not you
Whatever,
doing
so-
your ground wrong.
anyway, like, hey, they didn't beat me. They just manhandled me a little.
Yeah, I mean that's still not good,
So the
Yeah.
Chicago. Go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead. You said you're.
The
good to go,
Chicago
so-
area has one of the largest Palestinian communities in the nation, and buses were bringing activists from all over the country. Taylor Cook, an organizer with the Freedom Road Socialist Organization, traveled from Atlanta for the march. Cook said the group was pushing all Democrats to call for an end of aid to Israel, with a particular focus on Harris. So yeah, they're turning on Harris. Now, does that mean they're
Well, not just Harris.
Yeah.
It's
the Democrat
all
Party? Yeah.
Democrats.
But does that mean
They're all
but
complicit.
they're all still going to go and vote for them in November?
And the president is not standalone going to stop this. It needs to be also settled in the House.
Well, the president
And
just
Senate.
signs things, isn't it? Isn't it Kamala
Right.
isn't it Kamala who's like, yep, this will go to the president? Then once she signs it, it goes to the president. Not exactly, but she's
The
got to vote.
VP is one of the members of the Senate, and
Yeah.
you have to get through the Senate and through the House.
So she votes on it.
Representatives.
So yeah,
And then it has to be signed by the president at that point.
So
But
when
then
she
there's
says-
also
when she-
executive orders,
yeah.
and there's also just using the bully pulpit. And the bully pulpit is kind of where people have been pushing at Joe Biden to do something, because that's where he would pick up the phone and call Benjamin Netanyahu
You're like, hey, I'll
you
push
know,
a button.
and actually bully him,
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, I can't do this anymore. This is now going to make me lose my election, which is more important than you."
Yeah.
He could have bullied him at any point, and it's been done by past presidents.
I got a little red button on my desk.
You
It
got a
brings
red button?
more than just ice cream. So.
Is that did Trump? I thought Trump had the red button, didn't he?
Yeah, well, no, Biden has one too that brought him ice cream.
That's a pretty okay. If you could have a button on your desk, what would you have it do? And you can't say ice cream unless
I don't
you
want ice cream. No,
like-
ice cream's kind of weird, but like,
Yeah, I think I'd
um,
have something else. Like
is weed legal in Washington?
I think it is DC. I think
Yeah,
they actually do have legal weed there.
Maybe not in D.C., the city though.
You just
That's
push a
true.
button and like some already ground up weed
Yeah,
appears.
well, that's it's White House. There's federal, so it's illegal. So never mind. Okay, take it away.
Anyway, so a bunch of people came from Atlanta and a bunch of other places probably too. We're
So-
saying to Kamala, she has been complicit in this. People think it's just Joe Biden, but she is vice president. So we're saying you need to stop if you want our vote. Yeah,
Hey.
it's not just Joe.
It's not, and that's
like I was just explaining.
yeah. So
Medea Benjamin, who traveled to Chicago from Washington, D.C. with a woman-led group of protesters calling for peace, said she was shocked that the Biden administration recently approved an additional $20 billion in weapon sales to
Were
Israel.
you shocked?
They haven't. They haven't.
They haven't
stopped.
stopped. But come on, right?
Like
So,
I haven't been pulling these articles for the banter because, like, what am I gonna say?
it's a
Like,
daily
that I
thing.
didn't say already. I've said it.
They gave
And
20
then
billion.
they
Let's
do
move
more.
on. Next story, right?
And it's
So,
quite literally the other side hasn't done anything back for months. For months, like the Palestinian side of the conflict had done nothing. It's all just every time I read it, it's Israel has destroyed another thing, used another one of our bombs to destroy another thing. That's all I read, and it's been months and months now, and I don't know what the death toll is. But even if we heard a number, you know what the response would be? Well, you can't trust the Hamas health ministry. So we just don't even have a number anymore. No one even has a number now. Anyways,
yeah.
Used another one of our bombs. So, yeah, we're disgusted by this. I don't know how much more they're gonna really give on.
Yeah, I think we hit this topic pretty good.
Cornel West addressed the crowd prior to the march. You know Cornel West?
I don't know. No.
I don't remember Cornel West either.
All right. Well, Wednesday we'll be talking more about the DNC. I guarantee it because something else is gonna happen. I hope nothing bad. But yeah, they're gonna get the word out there, make them mad. I don't think it's gonna
Says they
change
have-
anything.
Says they have a bunch of permits, so that's
Yeah.
always good. That's the first line of like defense against being brutalized is you have to have paperwork.
Yeah.
I know it's a right, but you got to do the paperwork to have the right. Actually,
Yeah. We need a
we
permit.
decided.
So, yeah.
Well, yeah, you got to have the permit. Come on, you're moving to multiple locations, right? You need a permit for every location. And how many different people do you have? You might need multiple for each location, actually.
Okay. Well-
Anyways, the only other thing on this, Jesus, they have more. The only other thing I have on this is I was actually watching earlier today on Twitch. Hassan Abi, it was there live at the DNC as part of the protest.
Was he? Oh, wow.
He's
So-
he's a streamer I watch.
I'm
he
not
was
the
just kinda
biggest
going
fan of
around
him, but
chatting
yeah,
people.
okay, good for him. So
He wasn't making like a big deal saying it was him. In fact, he was doing quite the opposite. Not even like people would ask, "Who are you?" and he would be like, "I'm nobody."
okay,
Like,
yeah.
why do they know you? Like, I don't know. So, because it wasn't about him, so he was just
Yeah, I'm just
there supporting
so-
the thing.
And that's good.
He went to Chicago. He's actually an LA person.
And I'll respect
he
that.
flew out there.
I'll respect that for him,
Oh.
even though I'm not a big fan of him. But
And he also did an interview with some French dude. So I guess there's some French news channel that'll have Hassan randomly as their interview for a random protester. They was just looking for any random protester to talk to and got him, the dude with
Yeah.
millions of subscribers. So that's lucky journalism there. But yeah, anybody who wants to tune in, I assume he's gonna do more IRL streaming there. That would be pretty dope if we could do it, but like it's just not.
next time.
You can't even go to America.
Not
You're
yet. Not yet.
You passported up and all that.
Next year.
You know.
So
All right. Well, this next one's kind of a follow up from a very long time
yeah.
ago.
Probably
It's been a bit.
hit it pretty quick, and but take it
Yeah.
over.
CBS News. George Santos reaches plea deal, pleads guilty to wire fraud and identity theft.
He pled guilty.
So
He must have got a deal.
yeah, Well, yeah.
Plead
that's
guilty. Oh,
plea
plead
deal,
guilty. I
but-
didn't see that. Yeah,
So
okay,
he pled guilty to these two charges, which means he had to have had even worse charges that they took off, right?
Maybe, yeah.
Because that's why the deal is like, I'll say I'm guilty to this and this as long as you take off the murder. He didn't do murder, but like there was something he did
Yeah.
that was worse than these.
Yeah, I don't know. That wasn't the worst thing in the world, but yeah, like
So when you see wire fraud,
he
and identity
insulted
theft, how
people
many-
online. He made fun of people online. I know that. Oh, he lied about being Jewish, didn't he? Is that a crime?
I don't think so. I think you can claim a religion that you're not as long as you don't do a financial gain based on it.
Did he lie
If
about
you do a
being?
financial gain, that would be a fraud.
Did he
but I
lie
don't
about being
think
in the
this-
military? Because that's a crime, right?
It's stolen valor, but is that actually a crime or
I
just
don't
something you could beat them up for? Kind of like fighting words.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
not really fighting words, like fighting.
But it seems like
clothes.
Americans
It's like
take that pretty serious.
They do. And it's literally like you are allowed to beat them up, and like police will show up and be like, well, "Oh, that's why you did
Stolen
it.
valor,
Then
okay.
Then you're not arrested."
Okay,
Like,
so wow, that's crazy.
like it's not that it's legal, but it's like it's legal. It's
Yeah.
legal.
So okay,
So when you look at wire fraud and identity theft, how much money do you think he's got, or how much time or money do you think he's got?
I don't know. I don't know. Remember how much it
Any
was.
time?
He probably won't get jail
You think-
time, but
Wire fraud and identity theft sound like paper kind of crimes or white collar crimes.
yeah,
You know, the business world crimes where like it's gonna be like some money.
yes. So the George
that was him
Santos,
for a second.
yeah.
That was a weird zoom out. Oh no, get off my screen. All right, George Santos, who was expelled from Congress as he faced nearly 24 criminal charges, reached a plea deal Monday with federal prosecutors in New York on 2 federal counts. So wait. Does that mean he literally negotiated 10 charges away? No, 2 dozen. 2 dozen.
So
I'm
22.
bad at math.
22, yeah. So
22. Wow, what a plea deal.
yeah, that's a pretty good. Why not?
What a plea deal.
I'd plead guilty too, right? So
22 charges off the table. Okay. So he pled guilty to wire fraud and aggravated identity theft. Wait a minute. This word is always bad when it's
I
on
wonder
a
what
charge.
that means. Like
That makes it probably jail time, actually.
aggravated. What does aggravated identity theft mean though? Like he aggravatedly.
You did it with a weapon?
Yeah. So
Like he was holding a gun while he did?
I guess
I don't know. It could mean you did it while doing it a felony. I don't know. Maybe they'll explain. A short time ago, after years of telling lies, former Congressman George Santos stood in the courthouse behind me and finally, under oath, told the truth. And that truth is that he is a criminal.
Okay.
Attorney Breon Peace said. Santos pled guilty to serious crimes involving fraud and identity theft. He also admitted to committing all other crimes he was charged with in the superseding indictment. As a result, he will finally be held to account for his actions.
Okay.
So wait, he admitted to committing all other crimes he was charged with. So those other 22 that he's not going to have to be
Oh,
sentenced
look
for?
at this. Wait, Peace.
You can still refer to him as having done because he's guilty of it.
Next paragraph. Peace said under the deal, Santos will go to prison for at least 2 years. Though the judge said
At least. This
the
is
plea
minimum.
deal may come with an estimated sentence ranging between 6 to 8 years. Well, damn, I guess he's not running again, is he? So.
I don't. Well, unless he wants to run from prison. Remember how we talked about Trump?
Well, he
being
can't.
able to
Well, the
do
election's
that?
before February 7th, so.
That's true. His timing's
Yeah.
pretty good for actually trying to run. Although I think he gave up his bid. I don't know.
Well, he did,
He was
but
independent for a minute.
but Nancy Pelosi did too. But now she's decided to run again. So, you know, like, you know, like.
I got nothing for you, Nancy. Get the
I
fuck
need the
out.
agreement.
Let
Santos
anyone
will-
else in.
He'll also have to repay $373,000.
At least. Okay, so we're
No,
looking at
okay, well, so not that I don't agree with this, but why do I see stories of people committing murders or rape or molestation getting less time than this guy who frauded some people?
I know.
Like, I'm
And
not
then
saying
you'll
I
see
agree
other
with what
ones-
he's doing, but you know, it's like, what the hell? What the hell? You know,
Yeah.
like, so.
And then on another side of the coin, you'll see somebody who murdered a person and they get life in prison.
Yeah.
Like, wait.
They got in a,
So you
they got
got
in a
this
bar
person who
fight.
gets out-
They got in a bar
this guy
fight. They
gets out
defended
2 years,
themselves.
This guy gets no
They
time,
defended
this guy-
themselves to get life in prison. And then, yeah, it just, I don't know.
There's just all scratch your head moments of like, how does any of this work? It doesn't.
Okay.
It's a little broken.
So, yeah.
I don't know how to fix it, but hey, I think Santos getting some jail time and a fine is probably good because this dude did a lot. There was a reason there was 24
6 to
charges.
8 years is a long time in prison.
We'll have to wait till February to do a follow up on this
Yeah.
one, I think.
Wow.
He admitted that he lied, he stole, and that he conned.
Wow.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. He did speak in court, so I guess I want to give his quote at least, right? To be fair
Yes,
here.
before we go. But he does
He
have-
admitted fraudulently using credit cards of at least one other person for his personal benefit, as well as making false statements to the Federal Election Commission. He was literally using credit cards with other people's names on it. So
Oh,
if you
wow.
want to
Yeah, okay.
just have a good reason why he's a
Yeah,
bad guy,
but that's,
he was knowingly
but that's
doing
not
that.
aggressive. That's identity theft.
No,
not
I'm not
aggressive.
sure. Yeah, the
Aggravated
aggravated
side.
must have been something even worse, which I don't know. Wire fraud as well between September and October. Where's his quote? Santos had a quote in here. I thought. Okay, he's a liar, a cheat, a thief. Okay. Here we go. I allowed ambition to cloud my judgment. It's clear to me now I allowed ambition to cloud my judgment, leading me to make decisions that were unethical, and pleading guilty is a step I never imagined I'd take, but it is a necessary one because it is the right thing to do, Santos said.
Appreciate it, Crystal. Thank you.
So if nothing else, I mean, this dude's a liar, so you can't really take this
No.
for truth, but if this is true, he's admitting.
Yeah.
That's the first step. Admitting you did something wrong, so now let's go work on not doing
But
it
you
again
know
and
what they
maybe
say
it'll come
about
out before,
con men, right?
you know? True. He'll probably get out and do even
Once a
more.
con man, always a con man, because that's how you get by. That's how you get
And-
by.
And knowing how our prison system works, they're not going to incentivize him not to be a
No.
con man.
He's probably gonna be conning people in prison. and then he's also gonna get beat up in
Oh, yeah.
prison, or he's gonna,
Well, the
or
cons are going to be how he skates out of getting beat up.
or he's gonna find a way to get with people that are like big, and he's gonna con for them, and he's gonna be accepted, you know.
Huh?
But I haven't watched 60
Yeah.
Days in a while. All right.
I think the rest of this just kind of goes
Rambles
over
on.
all the crazy things he did. Oh, and his attempt running again, congressional comeback bid. But I don't think we need to go through all that, right?
I don't think so. No.
I just want to follow this up in February and see what we got. Oh, some of his other ones were theft of public funds, money laundering, making false statements to the FEC. So ones like that were ones that got dropped because we kept
Yeah.
the wire fraud and we kept the aggravated identity theft, and this was part of the 23 felony
Prosecutors
charges.
said they had gone to trial with more than 5,000 exhibits. 500
500.
exhibits, including text
It's a
messages,
lot.
email, financial records, and flight records, on with dozens of witnesses. So yeah,
He
they
didn't
had
cover
him.
his tracks at all.
Yeah,
and
so.
that probably factored largely into his guilty plea. But also the fact that he had 20 plus and they only gave him 2, like, that's kind of a sweetheart deal.
All right.
Considering you're still going to jail, though, I don't think anyone's gonna be too upset about this sweetheart deal. It's not like the Jeffrey Epstein one where he got no jail time and it was like not even on his record kind of thing. That one was really particularly gross because they could have stopped him years and years and years ago. So yeah, I won't be hearing from Santos in my political stuff anymore.
No.
Thankfully.
Maybe from prison. From
All
the
right, let's switch to Canadian
CBC.
news.
Yeah, from the CBC. After 7 years and almost 100K, Canadian woman born without arms and short legs can now drive. Okay. I've seen people with no arms drive before. They adapt their vehicle, 2 of them, so they can do it.
I've got 2 single word thoughts that I had after that.
What?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
And why?
You gotta get places. You gotta get places, you know?
I feel like if you've got this situation, is there not like somebody who can drive for you?
You can't rely on anybody.
Apparently
Did you not read the book I wrote?
I
So,
did. In
yeah.
fact.
So
Is that a book?
it's
I
gonna
thought
be
it was a
actually.
story.
It's gonna be a book. I'm writing more to it. Don't worry. I'm writing a book, everybody. It'll be available soon.
My
so.
criticism is somewhere there's just randomly a bunch of characters had last names. And
Yeah,
then the last
I
name
know. I'll
stopped
fix that.
happening.
I'll fix that. So,
Like we either do it or we don't do it, and I'm not sure we do it because it's so many characters too. Pumpkin is saying hi. Hi, Pumpkin.
I'll fix that. Don't worry.
Yeah, I mean this is a first draft.
Yeah.
It's fine,
So,
and I didn't want to spoil anything for the audience, so I kept it vague.
well, thank you.
So, anyways, motivational speaker and former Hamilton resident Talli Osborne got her driver's license 3 weeks ago. So she's a motivational speaker, which makes sense. I mean,
hey.
who would know more about motivation than somebody who's
when
had to
someone sits
overcome-
on their ass and doesn't have a job and says they can't do anything, she can come out and be like, "Yo, you lazy punk, you can get a job." Okay, let's
I have a job, Mike.
see. There she is.
There she is, and I assume this is her car. It's from her fuchsia Mini
It's a
Cooper,
pretty nice car.
modified. Yeah, and they
Matches
got,
her hair.
obviously modifications.
So,
Yeah, apparently. So how is this gonna work?
well, they got they'll probably have the brakes and stuff raised, but they'll probably have a device here where she can actually. I don't know. Let's look. I've seen stuff how to do it before, right? So.
It took Talli Osborne 7 years to get a vehicle she could drive and the license to drive it. Osborne, who was born without arms and shortened legs, got her license 3 weeks ago and is now able to drive her dream car, a modified fuchsia Mini Cooper.
No, sorry, I'm not. This is gonna be some, I don't know, maybe bad humor. But imagine the driver instructor when she hops in the car to take the test. He'd be like, "Okay, hop on it." Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't
I'm
know.
joking. They let him know they had to use her car clearly because it was modified.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah,
bad
they
joke,
have
dark
to.
humor. Osborne was born in Montreal, where she raised in Toronto area and moved to Hamilton as an adult. Hamilton is just a small little city, not far from Toronto. The motivation speaker has been living in Las Vegas since 2022. Okay,
Oh, she's in
so
America
she's
now.
born in America, lived in Toronto, moved to Hamilton,
No,
now lived in America.
No, born in Montreal. That's Canada.
Yeah, I know. Born in Montreal, moved to Toronto, then Hamilton. I don't know why all that other. Born in Montreal, now in Vegas would have been better. But okay, her journey to be able to drive has been long, but Osborne was determined.
Okay, I think we need to cut to the chase.
If you truly want to achieve something, you can do it, no matter what the hurdle. She told CBC. You know, that's a good motivation speaker.
I think it depends on what you're trying to achieve. There are certain achievements you can't do. Like bringing back the astronauts from the International Space Station, for example.
Hey.
Oh, I think we're doing dark humor.
Are
we not?
You got to give the warning. The journey started with intense meeting with an occupational therapist that she said cost $1,000. Following that came getting a used Mini Cooper, as well as getting a quote for modifications from the car dealership. When she got the quote of nearly $100,000, Osborne said she almost barfed.
Sure.
She looked at grants and fundraising campaigns to get the money needed to modify the car, but the COVID-19 pandemic began and her hopes of getting the funds took a hit. It was all around the point her mom suggested that she sell the car.
So wait, she sell it? I thought she was trying to buy it still.
She already bought it. She already bought the used Mini Cooper.
Oh, getting the money needed to modify it. Okay,
yeah.
So she was able to buy it. The modifications had to be the bulk of this $100K then, right?
Yeah.
Like, how much is a Mini Cooper? It can't be much.
$40,000.
It's probably like $80,000 or maybe $60,000 worth of the. So she got the car and couldn't get the rest of it. So it was literally just a car she couldn't use.
Yeah.
Wait, is this a video of her driving?
No, I don't know. Maybe.
If I sell this car, that's me literally giving up on this dream, and I've come this far already. Like, I have my dream car, so I just kept paying for it and paying the insurance. Oh, so she was still even paying it.
Because you have to pay insurance on it. So yeah, do you own a car?
Well, yeah, and also if you're leasing the payments on the car still, you have to have full coverage insurance.
Oh, look at this.
More expensive.
Then Osborne got a call from Warren's child amputee program telling her they would pay the remaining balance. I almost cried, she said. That's pretty cool. War Amps is a really good place. I've never heard of them. It's a Canadian thing, right? You know, it's actually, it's one of those things where you donate things. You donate to them. Then they send you a little keychain that you put on your keys. That way, if you lose your keys, whoever finds them is supposed to put them in the mailbox, and they get shipped back to you for free. So, it's a cool little thing. So for donating to charity, you get that, where you get your keys still back if the person finds them. So let's kind of skip through this. All modification done. We found out how they do it. Let's see a video of it. Let's find out.
Let's see. Well, I don't know if that is the video. Is there another video down here?
She sings.
Okay, let's go up there and see if that is a video.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we have to like read and figure out what they had to do to the car.
It's probably gonna be an ad. Knowing Global. No.
All the modifications. This is the best part.
There, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's like on the side.
And the computer.
And then of course the raised pedals.
And I have this tiny little.
And there's like a touchscreen or something down here.
That's mounted on my door, so it's right by my left arm. And then I got a prosthetist to create a little cup that was molded around the end of my arm, and I put my little arm in there. And I turn this little tiny steering wheel, and then the computer turns the Mini Cooper steering wheel. And it's so cool, and it's really rad, and it works, like, the steering is
That's pretty neat.
It just works so beautifully. You know, the message is, like, literally, if you truly want to achieve something, you can do it, no matter what the hurdle.
No, she gets pulled over. How's she going to pass the ID over?
That's going to be a challenge, so don't speed, don't commit any crimes.
All right.
I actually think she probably has some sort of plan for having her documentation available.
Let the cop just go in and grab it. Here, take it.
I mean, that's really cool that some group came in and helped her with that. I mean, it's
cool.
It's a very American way of handling it, but that's cool. She can drive now.
American way. That's a
we
Canadian
way. A cool. Well, the American way is to crowdfund your health care.
Oh.
This isn't really health care though, so that's why I was kind of like, it's not really, but. This is kind of healthcare.
Do you know there is
it's huge.
There is something about that. I forget what it's called, but it's a crowdfunding medical thing, right? So
Yeah,
everybody really puts in like $50 a month or whatever it is, right? And then if you get
Okay.
injured, you claim, and then everyone's crowdsourcing pays it for you. So you don't go through insurance, you're going through crowdfunding, right? So good
That's
idea.
called GoFundMe.com.
Yeah, sorry. No,
GoFundMe.com.
this isn't
And
GoFundMe.com. This is a different one
Oh.
where everybody puts in, and it's a company that takes all the money and keeps it. And when someone needs an insurance claim or a claim, they reach out to the company and it's paid, right? Which in
How do they decide who gets and who doesn't?
I don't know. That's a different story. Why does that always freaking happen?
That's a good question. I saw that happen, and no particular reason behind it. Because they can't just say yes to everyone, can they?
They probably have to look at this. Probably have to look at it, make sure it's right and everything, right?
Well, yeah. And how do you decide?
I don't know. I'm sure I'm sure it's in the fine print. Remember we said we always have to read the fine print. So.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it? Is that all?
I think so. It's just interesting story where we could see some cool technology. I mean, at least in this case, our technology advances mattered. I feel like we're getting screwed over on our hoverboards and shit, though. Like, we're not getting that other cool stuff we're supposed to have. But somebody in that like crazy of a condition can have a car and drive around. It's insane. It's awesome. All right, next up,
Take it away.
something else
Yeah.
with technology all about it, I guess. This was a crazy headline to read. Gizmodo. Taylor Swift pulling a 9/11 gives companies a whole new reason to advertise on X. Sorry, what?
Yeah, it's kind of confused too.
Silly edgelord AI generated images flood X, including some posted by Trump. Trump went ahead and posted one that said like Swifties for Trump
Yeah.
and had
So-
a picture of Taylor wearing like a military outfit or something.
Oh yeah. So.
And I guess there's also maybe one of her. Oh, I think that there's one of her like inside the pilot of an airplane looking at the tower.
Oh yeah, her and
I think
Kelsey.
that's the one they're talking
I
about.
saw one of Trump and Kamala in
Oh,
the.
was it Kelsey?
Yeah, I saw one of Trump and Kamala in the plane too, heading towards the towers.
Yeah,
So-
so like, I saw a weird one where Trump and Kamala were making out, and then Kamala had like a pregnant belly.
Yeah. So,
So,
okay, let's go on.
anyways,
So,
this was not even AI generated, is it? Isn't this just him like daily? If you were a billionaire, wouldn't you just? Am I just the only person who would do that if I was a billionaire?
maybe, I guess, I don't know. Is he spitting?
Oh,
he's
look
doing
at that
cocaine.
pile.
Oh, I didn't see what that was. I didn't see it doesn't.
That's pretty cool. I assume this is AI. Elon Musk freebasing cocaine while a television behind him plays footage of 9/11. Oh, I didn't even notice the footage.
Yeah,
behind
well, I
him.
saw the towers. Yeah, the smoke, right?
Oh
So-
shit! Yeah. Probably not where he was then.
So-
Elon Musk's Grok AI is so dated and boring that it's repeating controversies from a year ago. Grok 2 is the latest iteration of XAI's large language model. X users who pay for a sub can use its bold new feature, text-to-image generation.
Yeah.
It's not that bold. And in a move that's sure to bring advertisers back to the platform, strange and offensive images flooded X on Wednesday following Grok 2's launch. Want to see Taylor Swift piloting a plane towards the Twin Towers? Elmo doing stand-up during 9/11? Or Kamala Harris wielding a gun?
Here, wait, stop. Can you see my screen?
Yes. Okay. So you're going to pull it up live? Taylor Swift and Trump.
Let's just do that. Oh, I was supposed
This
to
should be pretty easy, right?
Should be. Yeah, I'm gonna do easy ones, right? Aw, they're not really kissing, but look at that.
We have to say, I mean, that's probably how that
That
would go
looks
down
pretty,
if-
like, you can
ever
tell
did.
it's fake there, but almost looks pretty decent, right? Like, he's leaned in for the kiss, right? Like, she's giving...
Okay,
like-
all right.
Okay, what else should I put?
Whoa. Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, you say bathing, it's like, whoa. Well, this, you said it was... Okay, yes. That looks real.
So look at... Okay. That's we can.
Do Donald Trump as a cat.
I try to make
Do
it
you
do.
do the wording that way?
I don't know. I always put that. I try to make it do Justin Trudeau blackface, but it wouldn't.
That's just a cat. Where's the hair? Like I thought I was gonna have Trump hair on a cat. Trump is a cat with hair. The concept largely stems from a viral trend with cat lovers style.
Trump hashtag Trump, you're a cat. You're a cat. So it won't do it. Yeah, it's already doing some things where you can't. It's now being kind of censored. Because they will let me do that, or let me do that. But
well, I mean, we just did it live, and you got to one where it's like, you can't make Trump look like a cat because that was a thing once, where people were making their cats look like Trump. I didn't know that happened. Make Joe and Trump skipping away. Down a rainbow.
This is what we do.
It'll know which Joe, right?
Well, I'm pretty sure. Nope.
What the hell is that?
Joe Kerry. I don't know.
John Kerry?
Yeah, it looks like John Kerry, doesn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, but like, it doesn't look like any Joe I know. I would have thought Joe Rogan or Joe Biden. Being Joe Biden.
Well, I'm not on fun mode.
Oh, it doesn't know your previous thing. It doesn't connect that you're having.
Chat GPT does. Yeah, so
every prompt is
new.
A
okay. All right.
Doesn't know about the previous.
Whoa. Okay.
What?
So
what?
The Twin Towers. That's it. Nothing. Okay.
Oh yeah. So this is back to the Gizmodo article. This is obviously AI generated. Is that Kelsey?
Man,
I don't even know. I didn't know that was.
It
Just
has
some
to be
guy.
Kelsey.
I thought Kelsey was bald.
I don't know. AI doesn't always do good, so.
It'll also make pictures of the Muppets in Vietnam, Trump dressed as a Nazi and standing trial at Nuremberg, and Mickey Mouse liberating Kabul on behalf of the Taliban.
Yeah, it's been updated, so this is...
Go wild, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, apparently it does some things.
Some
so
things,
not
yeah.
gonna happen. We literally couldn't do something, so...
I think this... when was the story from 2 days ago, I think, from Wednesday? It's now been 6 days, right? So... Or 5 days.
Yeah. AI image generators typically have guardrails, and if asked, Grok will tell you it won't violate copyright or make non-family friendly images.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But in practice, it'll do whatever you want if you know how to ask. So you just weren't asking how to do the cat thing earlier.
Okay.
You asked wrong. Here's a bunch of pictures of Musk freebasing cocaine during 9/11 that I made using Grok.
Oops. Wait 1 second. I lost camera.
Yeah, I don't want to miss these golden images of Ellen.
Okay, now we're back, I think. Okay, yeah, we are.
Yep, just a boatload of coke.
That mirror doesn't even look like him. Go back up for a second.
Oh yeah, this one, the mirror is way wrong.
Actually it kind of does.
this
Yeah,
is
that's
wrong.
not Elon Musk. But
This
the
is
mirror
just wrong.
is
this
wrong
one
too,
appears
though.
pretty good. This one's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not him, but you can tell it's supposed to be him.
Yeah. And then the third one, they put this weird red splotchiness everywhere that's a little bit much.
Yeah.
Also, like, why is he always like spraying it out of his mouth? Like,
Because they don't know how to. He doesn't know how to do
doesn't know how to do
cocaine.
drugs.
So he watched Cocaine Bear, and that's how he thought it was done.
Generating edgy pictures with Grok is fun for about a minute. Well, I don't know. We did more than a minute
Yeah.
just now.
And we can do more.
Image
but-
generation guardrails typically bend and shatter when they hit the public market, and Grok is no different. So yeah, we just gotta mess around with the way you word it a bit
Yeah.
more. It feels old. We've all seen AI-generated images of our favorite cartoon characters during 9/11. Have we all seen them?
Nope. I guess and apparently we missed out.
Maybe
so.
the author of this article has kind of been doing things that not everyone's doing. But when Microsoft added image generation options to Bing last year, they flooded the internet. Oh, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
You could do Bing.
Grok has always felt like a late comer to the AI game. Yeah, it's a little behind, but yeah, it is. So no defending it. I like ChatGPT.
Yeah, but they're already on Grok 2 now,
Yeah.
though. So
I like ChatGPT
Oh, yeah.
personally, but it's I do enjoy it.
Whichever one has the most entertaining results is the one that's going to win.
I'd say
Just so-
ChatGPT, but it costs more money, so.
ChatGPT and OpenAI got big after Musk pulled out.
Yeah.
Phrasing.
Pulled out, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he launched Grok in 2023, so it's like a
It
year
is
old.
new, so it's doing pretty good, I guess.
And it's on its second build now, so maybe it'll get better and better, maybe not. There's also Midjourney. So what else do we have here other than
Grok
I
just
think
went
just
crazy.
people are going crazy generating images? So if you see images, just your first.
And I remember last year I brought that up. I was like, there's going to be some whole bunch of AI and a whole bunch of stuff flooding the internet, and people will be really confused.
And it's super easy to do now.
Yeah.
Oh, Hillary Clinton is speaking at the DNC right now.
Oh, I was wrong. I guess it's today. I don't care. I don't want to hear
At
it.
least that's what this says happening now. I assume.
I don't
correct.
care. Do you want to hear her?
Mike,
They-
you don't care about Hillary
She's gonna
Clinton?
freaking cackle just like Kamala.
You are.
And all those people died in Gaza. Ha ha ha! And it was, the
And I just got my hot sauce.
and the camera shut off, and boom, just like that.
And I went to the Iowa State Fair
Okay.
and had a corn dog. No, you didn't, Hillary. Go fuck yourself.
From CNN, SpaceX is about to send 4 people on a wild and risky mission into the radiation belt. Here's what to know.
Yeah, we're sending people into a belt of radiation.
Let's
I guess.
let's figure this out first. Why don't SpaceX go and rescue the people from Boeing first, and then worry about sending these people to space? Because if you're going there anyway, let's get them out. Like.
Yeah, but like these radiation belts are pretty dope. Like, can we just?
I guess. Let's see.
Yeah. Like, it does seem like this is weird timing to do a big other mission, especially since it's sending people. Like, send 2 people and send it to ISS instead. Oh,
That's.
you could just get out.
I guess. Hey. That's not freaky at all.
Oh, an artist's depiction of the Polaris Dawn mission shows a crew member during a spacewalk, in the moments before stepping outside the capsule. This is somebody. It's just true, this.
It's
Yeah.
AI.
Yeah. So when billionaire Jared Isaacman self-funded a mission to orbit Earth in 2021, the project was billed as a childhood cancer fundraiser and made for an eye-popping entrance into the private space tourism world. Oh, okay, it was a billionaire wanting to do a space tourism thing.
Okay.
Wanted to like make somehow it be a write-off, a tax write-off at the same time.
Yeah.
The 4-person crew of people from various backgrounds with no prior spaceflight experience spent 3 days orbiting Earth together in a 13-foot wide SpaceX Crew Dragon capsule. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. Did that happen already, or is it gonna happen?
That's what did happen.
Yes,
That's where
okay.
they sent people up to low Earth orbit. or
I
whatever.
kind of do remember that. I think, but I
You
remember
said
them
that was
going.
in
But wait,
2021.
I remember them going up and coming down quick, but I don't remember them staying up.
Yeah,
there,
they
but-
went up and orbited for a bit and then came down.
All right.
Upon his return, Isaacman imagined he likely would not go to space again. Well, but his headline says he is, right? We kind of checked every one of the boxes we set out to achieve, Isaacman told CNN, saying that Inspiration 4 showed how people from various walks of life could train for and execute a mission to orbit. I thought that maybe I wouldn't go back, that maybe the bar was set sufficiently high, that this was a good time to stop. That assessment of his future in spaceflight, however, did not stick. Okay, he does want to go back.
So,
But this is a billionaire, so that's why it's happening
Yeah.
at the same time as...
well, that
as
billionaire
things, 'cause,
died at the bottom of the ocean, but
This guy could have spent money to do the thing you said, but he also wants to, like...
enjoy
look,
life.
he's like,
Yeah.
Look, he's doing the thing. He's like...
So what happened on Monday? There's a something there on Monday.
Him and his crewmates, including his close friend and former Air Force pilot, Scott Kidd Poteet, as well as 2 SpaceX engineers, Anna Menon and Sarah Gillis, will arrive at Kennedy Space Center in Florida to prepare for the launch of a far grander, more dangerous, and experimental trip to space.
When's this? What? Oh, when? What? Where?
Wait, they're
They're
are they
going back right
launching
away.
Monday?
Nah, I
They
don't
can't
know.
be
Monday's
launching.
right now, so
So this is the crew.
okay. Yeah, they don't look that experienced.
No, not really. I mean, you're not supposed to judge, but books.
Yeah, they're here, but I am.
But like, I don't know. I wouldn't want to be the 5th person in this crew. I'd be worried. The mission called Polaris Dawn is slated to take off no earlier than 3:30 a.m. Eastern on August 26th.
7 days away.
That
Next Monday.
is 7 days from now. That will be
Yeah.
Monday, but it'll be 3:30 a.m. We will not be live.
No.
But Monday night, we will be live on the Banter talking about how their launch went. I assume.
Yes.
This is SpaceX, so it'll probably be good news.
Well, prior
It's
missions
not
to
Boeing.
space that were funded by wealthy business people may have conjured images of self-joy rides. Polaris Dawn is a test mission designed to push boundaries. Yeah, what
Yeah, they're going to a
boundaries?
radiation belt or something.
Isaacman, Menon, Gills, and Poteet will spend 5 days aboard SpaceX Crew Dragon capsule that will soar to altitudes higher than any human has traveled since NASA Apollo program ended in 1970. The orbit path will extend high enough to plunge the vehicle and crew into a radiation belt, adding another element of peril to
Peril.
I don't know, to the already
Danger.
torrentious experience of spaceflight. So yeah, they're okay. Why? I guess because they can.
Yeah, and they're also, the crew of the private citizens will also open the hatch of their spacecraft and expose themselves to the vacuum of space, marking the first time such a feat has been attempted by non-government astronauts.
Okay.
They're going to open the door while they're
Yeah.
out there for fun.
Yeah.
But they're letting you know ahead of time, hey, we're going to open the door while we're out there, guys. Is
Well,
that cool?
I hope we don't have to report sad shit on this. So,
They're going to have extra vehicular activity suits.
EVA,
Which SpaceX designed and developed in just 2.5 years. So this is,
new
I'm
technology.
kind of curious what those look like because it's probably a lot slimmer than those Apollo 13 spacesuits that we're
Oh,
used
for
to
sure.
picking
See,
up.
yeah, because the ones that
Those
they
the
just sent
usual
up to
spacewalk suits?
orbit, the ones that were to orbit
Yeah.
weren't that big. So,
Jared Isaacman, picture of a cockpit of a jet. Okay,
how
that's
old
not
is
the
he?
suit.
How old is he? That's another. That's a like. Is that like him in World War II?
Maybe.
I'm not
Well,
World War II, Vietnam.
Why is it black and white photo?
That's what I
It's
mean,
gonna
you
throw us
know?
off here.
So,
Polaris Dawn Isaacman, the founder of payment services company Shift4, who's also a jet pilot with lifelong dreams of space travel, is making clear he is not just interested in duplicating what professional astronauts have experienced. He is seeking to advance space technology, helping to fund the development of new hardware, as well as personally exposing himself to the risks of testing out that technology where it matters most in the unforgiving void of outer space.
so
Well,
okay.
hey, I mean, at least
Oh,
this
cool.
billionaire is willing to get into his shit. Has Elon Musk gotten inside of any of his rockets?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, why not? This guy did.
Maybe because he doesn't want to
Yeah.
go yet. I
Now,
don't know.
there's also that dude you were talking about earlier that went in the ocean.
Yeah, I need that. So.
he got in his own machine, so that'd be the reason not to. Hopefully, nothing like that happens to this guy, but it's a billionaire, so I'm not gonna lose sleep over it.
For sure. Well, I think that's it on that one. They're probably not going to.
But yeah, they're saying he's not just doing a joyride anymore. So his previous one was straight up just a joyride.
Now
He was
he's-
trying to set up other people wanting to pay to do the same thing.
And now
I
he's
don't think
probably
anyone
trying
really
to start a
caught
business
on.
for his family. So when he dies
I
off,
think.
there's going to be a space travel business, and he can be part of it.
I mean, I think he's kind of wanting to be like what SpaceX is doing. He
Yeah.
wants to get in on that.
But they're using SpaceX, so.
Yeah, he wants to also do space stuff. He's a billionaire. He's jealous of the other billionaire who does space stuff.
All right.
So
Well,
he got his own space program.
that's me all over to the
It's
last
fine.
one.
They're fighting over doing technological developments, so that's fine by me. I like technology. I want my hoverboard.
All right.
Can they fight for the hoverboard that can go to space? If we can get Elon and Jared fighting over that, it would be done in a year or two, or 3.
Take
Well, hey,
it,
we saved the best one for last.
taking it away.
And this one hits close to home. It might have some immediate personal bearings, like we might immediately have something to provide. Gizmodo has our last story. Scientists want to see videos of your cat for a new study. Record yourself playing with your pet cat and send the footage to researchers at UC Davis.
Okay.
Mike sends me footage nearly every day of some random ass cats. Sometimes his
Yeah.
own, sometimes it's the neighborhood cats who know him. All this footage could count.
Could it?
I saw this morning, and I literally didn't scroll down. Have you read this? Did you
No.
pre-read this at all?
Let's see if
What?
you can
Why
see.
do they need this?
Wait.
Because this is all over the internet.
There's
You
one
don't
cat. This was this morning on my way to work. There's another cat.
need. Yeah, right there, exactly. That's a cat. That's a big orange boy, and he actually says hello. I don't know if we'll hear it. And then the orange or the gray boy's a little shyer. I don't even know if they're boys.
Yeah, I don't know what they are, but yeah, they say hi to me once every morning. Yeah.
But the internet is full of footage of cats playing. Like, they quite literally don't need this provided, but they want it. So that made me go, why?
Okay, why? Well, let's find out why.
Do you need us to do certain kinds of playing? Do we need to get certain toys? It's like, what's up? Okay, here we go. This is a cat playing with a feather toy. I don't have a feather toy, technically. All right, scientists in California are looking for brave volunteers to undergo a grueling endeavor, playing with their cats. The researchers are hoping to better understand how owners interact with their cats, as well as what makes for a good play session. Oh, they're not studying the cat.
They're studying you. Yeah, exactly. You and the cat.
Whoops.
Right?
Oh, shit. Maybe I should have pre-read
And
this.
they want some free video of it.
People participating in the study will also have a chance to nab a $50 gift card.
Have a chance.
Chance.
Right.
Maybe it's if they use your footage in any way you get it, or something. I don't know. Researchers at the Animal Welfare Epidemiology Lab at the University of California, Davis, are conducting the study. In past projects, they've asked people about their cat's appetite for bugs, whether their cats can easily socialize with others, and if they trim their foster kitten's nails. Both my cats love bugs. They eat them.
Your Rose, she'll chase them though.
They've gotten in trouble with a stink bug or two where it's like they immediately regret.
We don't have stink bugs here, so thank God. Yeah.
So I think they've both gotten a little more shy with going for each and every high.
Oh, there they
Would
are.
you like to speak on the matter, sweetie? Anything?
All right, so they're going to be studying you and seeing how you act with the cats. Okay.
This new study will come in 2 phases. In the first, people will simply be asked to send in a 2-minute video of them playing with their cat the way they typically would. Any videos shared with other researchers or the public will be edited to only show the cat and their toy if needed.
Here's me throwing my cat up in the air and catching her. Whee! Whee!
In the second, the participant will be sent the same standard toy, and they'll be asked to move the toy in front of their cat with a specific motion.
Okay, so maybe it is about the cat. But they want you in the first video, though. Edited you out, though. So, They want to see it.
So you play however you would normally play. So, like in Pumpkin's case, I get hair bands and throw them. She retrieves them and brings them back. Or we'll do the same thing with like little plastic
milk ring or something.
Well, straws too. Straws work. She plays fetch. So then they would send me this standard toy and see if she plays better or worse with it than my play.
Yeah, I guess.
Are they judging the toy or judging me?
I don't know. They're judging cats. Maybe they have like 10 different toys, sending it to 100 different people, and they'll
if
see.
I'm playing with Peanut, it's gonna be different. I gotta get the laser toy for him.
But that's
not gonna.
I don't know.
The other ones don't work for him anymore.
I don't know. Man. I'm not the scientist that's taking care of this study.
Okay. Is this the standard toy?
Maybe I got that somewhere.
Before and after Cheddar Chizkara sees a toy.
It looks kind of disturbed there. It's like, hey, why'd you hit me?
The explicit goal of the project is to study how cat owners interact with their cat while playing normally, as well as to compare how playful different cats are with a specific moving toy. The researchers Hee-Jin Chung, a PhD student in the lab, is also hoping to dispel some misconceptions about cats with this. Oh, wait, what misconceptions? One of the things that motivates me the most is knowing that cats are one of the most misunderstood animals in a home. I think many people who are afraid of or dislike cats are that way because there's a layer of misunderstanding about their behavior. For example, I have trained my cat, Mimi, to jump through hoops, and many people are surprised to hear that's even possible with cats. I think increasing our knowledge about cat behavior will help clear those misunderstandings and help people interact with cats and understand their needs better.
So you're preaching to the choir here. I know cats are smart. I know cats are all that. So,
And this will eventually be applied to help cats and people with understanding cats. Okay, sure.
So this is to
So
get
any American,
Aw.
sorry, Mike, over the age of 18 with at least one adult cat is eligible for the study. So you have to have a cat. You can't just take somebody else's
Yeah,
cat.
and you're that never mind. Sorry, kitties, you can't. Won't work.
No. Volunteers will be enrolled to win one of three $50 Amazon gift cards.
$150. Go big or go home, guys.
It's a college.
Yeah.
They're rich. It's a university in California, though, so actually they should be rich. But anyway, everyone will get to keep the study toy. Free toy.
Okay,
Free
there
toy.
it is.
Free toy.
It's a
Free
spring.
toy. Free toy.
It's a spring. That's how.
There's a link here.
That's how the
Looks
litter
like,
company got me.
UCDavis.co.
I signed up for this thing called Pretty Litter from my old cat Pie that changes color depending on if they're sick or not. So I wanted to see if it worked. And with your first purchase, you got a free toy. And there was a whole bunch of fine print. I didn't talk about this last episode, but apparently in the fine print it says that you're signing up for a subscription for cat litter, and it's gonna come every 3 weeks. It's like, well, I didn't sign up for no subscription. He doesn't even like it. And then it took forever to cancel. They're like, well, you didn't read. I'm like, you're right. I didn't read it. That's very scummy of you. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. You didn't read it.
No. All right. Well, thank you, everybody.
So I don't think I'm gonna send my video in because I don't care enough about chance of getting a gift card that I. Good luck on your study.
Yeah, come on. Well, thank you, everybody, for watching. If you haven't already, please hit that follow button, the subscribe button, and the like button wherever you're watching, or go to borderlinebanter.com where you can find all the links there. And if you want to join us on the show, we always like to talk to somebody. Drop us a line. We'd like to hear from you. You can tell us about an interesting story. You can tell us about your political views, or you can just argue a bit with us. Whatever you show us your cat, yes. But yeah, shoot us a message.
Yes.
And
well,
that's all I have.
And as always, we like to end our program with a little segment for mental health awareness. We have a link on borderlinebanter.com over here. It's okay not to be okay. You can just click on that, and there's a whole bunch of different hotlines. We have listed here to help people have someone to reach out and talk to, so they can banter it away. You know, that's what we like to do. We do it 3 times a week. For anybody who doesn't have somebody to banter with, there's some hotlines you can call and work through your mental problems.
Or if you don't want those people to talk to you and you just want to hear 2 people bicker, and you can message us.
Just listen to us.
And you can message us, and we won't give you, I don't want to say we'll give you advice, but we'll be there to talk to you. And sometimes that's all you need is a friend.
If we do give you advice right afterwards, we'll be like, this isn't legally advice.
Yeah.
And we don't, it's not real advice. And we don't.
All right. Well, stay
what I mean?
safe, everybody. We'll see you.